What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve back with another video, back from Dallas, the big card show that everybody's been talking about. All kinds of vlogs, all kinds of videos all over YouTube already. So I sat down here to do my video and I figured I would do something a little bit different. Not going to show a lot of deals going down, me throwing money around and, you know, making trades. I might do that on a part 2 of this video. I did come away with some items. This is going to be part 1 of my Dallas take. And basically what it's going to be is I'm going to talk about how you could actually plan a trip to Dallas. This is something that a lot of people don't talk about because it can be pricey for some people to just attend the trip, you know, on its own. So I'm going to talk about how I did it and how you could possibly budget, what to expect to spend, you know, outside of just being at the card show. So, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll start right now with, you know, arriving there. You know, are you going to fly in? Or are you going to drive in? If you're going to fly in, you're going to have 2 options of airports to fly into. You're either going to be able to fly into Dallas-Fort Worth or you're going to fly into Love Field. Now, Love Field is closer to the show. However, Dallas-Fort Worth, you're probably more than likely going to be able to find better flights and cheaper flights. I came in from Philadelphia. I looked for flights out of Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and out of Baltimore. So if you're anywhere in those areas and those airports, you're going to find your better flights into Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, I can't speak for everybody because I don't know where you're coming from, but that's where you're going to find your flight from. And you can get budget flights from those airports, you know, for less than $200. You can get them for like $110, like round trip. Now, you're going to be on Spirit Airlines and, you know, budget airlines. I came in on American Airlines because that's who I fly with a lot, American and Delta. So it was a little bit more pricier for me, but you can find good flights. My flight was actually like $500, but I spent extra on my flight. You don't have to go that route. You can find budget flights. I was able to find budget flights. They just didn't kind of meet my times of when I wanted to return home. I wanted to fly in the prime of the afternoon and return home at a decent time. Next up is your accommodations. Where are you going to stay? Now, the card show is held actually about 30 to 40 minutes away from the airport. So I'll talk about getting there in a moment. So I stayed at a hotel called Hyatt Place. Now the show was held at the Delta Marriott. However, those rooms book up really quickly, way in advance. They're way expensive, and you can find, you know, rooms cheaper at nicer places. I stayed at the Hyatt Place, which was a 20-minute walk or a 5-minute Uber from the show. So you can Uber, you can walk, however you want to do it. There was also a hotel right next door called Homewood Suites. Now, let's talk about the hotel itself. The rooms were pretty nice, as I'll show you a picture of the room. I paid, I believe, right around $400 for 3 nights, a little bit over with taxes and all that stuff. It might have been like $408, $410. But yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at the room real quick. So right here is the room. I got a window facing the highway. It's got the big screen TV. Again, don't have much light. My bed's messed up, sorry, but I got a king-size bed, or king-size, yeah, room with a king-size bed, and it's got like a little sofa sitting area over here. Got my clothes thrown out, my bag. And, you know, the entrance, just pretty much a standard room, but it is clean, it is nice. Standard size bathroom. You know, basic. But, you know, get the job done, and as long as it's clean and things like that, that's all I really care about. And it's got a nice lobby with a bar, and, you know, you can buy drinks and food and stuff in the lobby. Speaking of the lobby, I'm supposed to be meeting Dustin, Brad, and Boris down there for breakfast. I should have been there probably 10 minutes ago, but I stopped to do this. But yeah, I stopped to do this, so they're probably like, where the hell is he at? But anyway, Dustin got a much bigger room. He got what's called the giant room for special needs. He didn't even book it that way. I think he walked in and they were like, man, this guy could really use the special needs room. So he's got like a really big room with 2 big queen beds in it, but it's got a whole lot of space, like wheelchair accessible and things like that. So they do offer those rooms. However, Dustin's hogging it up right now. So if someone really needed that room, I don't know, maybe they would have to fight over it. I'm not really sure. Also, before I forget, to get into the show, it is like $47 for, this is what I got, like a VIP pass. Now, if you're a VIP, I don't understand why you'd be paying. That's not much VIP. They just put this on here to make you feel special. I'm not special. Dustin, he's special needs, not me. But yeah, so it was like 47 bucks for the 3 days. Got in early on Thursday for trade night, which I really didn't do a lot of. I did see some big time content creators out there. Of course, Sasha was wandering around. I didn't see any deals go down with him yet. Jeff, Sports Card Investor, was out there with his crew, big old camera crew doing stuff. Looks like guys wrapping up today, about to go buy some food here in the lobby. You can probably hear Jeff, Sports Card Investor, filming behind me over there somewhere. And like I said, this hotel was about 30 to 40 minutes from the airport, and that's how far away the show is, guys. It's in Allen, Texas, which is actually outside of Dallas. Ubering from the airport to the hotel was like 45 bucks. It might have been peak time though, so I had to pay $45 for my Uber ride. So again, make sure you put that into your budget. From the hotel, or from the airport to the hotel, is going to be about $45 on Uber. All right. Next up, let's keep talking about the hotel a little bit. There was a nice lobby. It was spread out. There was furniture on one side, eating tables and stuff on the other. However, whenever I made my way down to the lobby to hang out, there always seemed to be like a bunch of weirdos hanging out down there, which was kind of strange. Yeah, look at this guy. Sun's out, guns out over here. Flex. Got Brad over here with his Flex shirt on.
Got the Continental Breakfast.
Well, I'm ready to put in some work today, boys. I got the case, the Pearl Jam hat's on. I saved the Pearl Jam hat for today, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy breakfast.
I'm just gonna.
Oranges and coffee. Yeah, breakfast is
small little.
coffee and oranges.
Is that what it is?
Breakfast of serious
they've
court
got
dealers.
some butter over there as well.
Hotel lobby.
This is like what is Survivor Island or whatever.
Where's Boris?
Is Boris at the show?
He's
like,
sleeping.
is he here?
Oh, he's sleeping?
Like at midnight or so. So.
I still haven't met Boris. I don't know if he's
He was out late.
I'm not sure Boris is a real person.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go over here and grab some breakfast, guys. We'll be back. You know, but nonetheless, because I'm a friendly guy, I was able to fit in with these people. So yeah. Now, the hotel also served breakfast. One morning, I was supposed to meet some of my friends for breakfast, but they went a little bit earlier than me, and I wasn't able to make it. So I had to do the free Continental Breakfast. That might be the one downfall on the hotel. And the breakfast just wasn't very much to choose from. As you'll see, I'll go ahead and show you one morning what I had from the Continental Breakfast from the hotel. All right, guys, so apparently, I don't even really think I have to have this up, but apparently they're headed back from breakfast already. So I stopped to shoot a little bit of video, and they went without me, I guess. Well, they went earlier. I could have met them if I didn't stop and shoot like 10 minutes worth of video, but I'm gonna go run into them in the lobby and give them some hell and be like, what the fuck? We'll see. If I catch them, even if I catch them in the lobby, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'm here at the Continental Breakfast, and you'll wonder why. It's because I missed breakfast at IHOP with the guys, because I stopped to film, ran late. So it looks like the yogurt is going to be a choice. I'm going to pass on the cereal. Get the yogurt and maybe get a, yeah, this muffin here looks alright. Muffin and a yogurt. Got this plate. I just want to say, Dustin and you guys, I hope you enjoyed your big old breakfasts over at IHOP. Well, I get to eat this. We're gonna go with apple or orange today. We'll go with apple. We go with apple. All right, boys. Hopefully this is you know, get me right for the show. See what happens. Yeah, how was your breakfast this morning?
Fasting. I'm pulling a Brad.
You're fasting.
I'm intermittent fasting. Yes.
Well, he was rocking his market mover shirt last night. Everybody say hi to Dustin in the morning. Fresh off breakfast.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Let's see, I got the hearty breakfast of show card breakfast of champions.
Sugar blast.
Card breakfast of champions. I got the muffin, the yogurt, and the apple juice. Yeah.
Any big Big plans for today at the show?
I was thinking last night a card that I was looking for in the past that I didn't haven't looked for at the show. I'm gonna look for a Magic Bird auto. I've been wanting one of those because it's a card again that I don't care if I get stuck with it.
Like a flawless or
yeah, like a immaculate would be nice. But the pops on them are really low. I missed one on eBay a couple months ago. So we'll see. I've seen some single nice Larry Bird, immaculate and flawless and things like that. But I want to have the two together.
I might try to trade up that select Booker that I got, that courtside I got yesterday. I might try to see if I can trade up if there's someone that wants that. Because now that they're facing the Lakers, someone might take a risk and say, you know, if they knock off the Lakers, you could argue that Booker stuff sees a bump.
Oh yeah.
And that's
a nice card. That was a nice card. I watched your video last night when you put it out and got a good look at the card. So I thought it was a nice card too. And you used the tactic, the silent assassin tactic on him, or the mind trick, the straight.
And people get so
the Jedi.
Yeah, they get so antsy about just because it's the awkward silence. Whoever speaks first loses thing, you know. And not that he got a bad deal or I got a great deal. I thought it was a fair deal, but you could tell he just wanted to kind of.
Oh, you had the kid there helping you out too. I almost feel like the kid might have knew who you were. Because
he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything, but a lot of times people are sometimes too nervous to approach you because they feel like I don't want to say starstruck, but like if I saw a famous person, a lot of times I would just be like, hey, that's cool to see them. I wouldn't want to walk up to them.
Not that famous.
Well, you know what I get though.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like shy. I guess maybe shy, not sure how to approach.
And maybe he wasn't sure. Maybe he wasn't sure if it was.
Yeah, because you did have the mask on. Yeah, you're a lot taller, so he's probably like, there's no way the personal finance dad is this tall, because that's what I said too. Brad just texted and said something about meeting in the lobby at a certain time, so I'm gonna shut this off and see what he's said and see if Boris actually gets up this morning. So again, that's what I had one morning before the card show. You know, who wants to eat breakfast with a bunch of weird guys that you don't know anyway? So I would have kind of felt uncomfortable eating with those guys anyway. But anyway, all jokes aside, also around the hotel, like I said, you have an IHOP next door where you can get breakfast, food. It's open 24 hours. There's also another restaurant called Pepper Smash that had a nice bar, good food. Still within like 3 to 5 minutes walking distance was a Mexican restaurant called On the Border. Apparently those are around other places. They're not here where I live, so they're not up in the northeast region at least. So yeah, there's options. There's also like a Chipotle. You got all your fast food and things like that. There's also a pharmacy right nearby. If you forget to bring your deodorant or a razor or toothbrush or something like that, there is a pharmacy right next door to the hotel. So it does have all that stuff. It does, offer everything that you need. The room is comfortable and it is affordable. 45-minute Uber ride from the hotel. Now, from the hotel to the show, like I said, it's a 20-minute walk, or you can Uber it. Now, it's going to cost you between $5 and $10 depending on the time of the day. You usually average around $7 to $8 to Uber to the show and back. So if you're looking at, doing it twice a day, now sometimes you may travel to the show 4 times. You might come back in the middle of the afternoon, go back to the show, come home, do whatever. But just remember, it's going to be anywhere from like $6 to $10 per trip. So remember that. You may want to walk it some, or you might want to find a couple strangers that you've never seen before, and maybe you guys can like split the Uber, split the cost of it, and that's a way to also save. Guys, we're headed over to the show. Look, squeezing. I got Boris over here, Dustin over here. What's up? And yeah, we're going over for Friday. They don't even open till 2, but we made Brad walk because there's only enough room for the 3 of us in the back here. So yeah, that's kind of, sometimes it can get a little cramped in those things, especially, when you don't know, I don't know. And anyway, now the weather there, guys, was really nice. It was between 70 and 80 degrees on any given day. Did have a little bit of sprinkle, a little bit of showers. I mainly took t-shirts and shorts. I did take 1 pair of jeans and 1 hoodie just in case. I never used the hoodie. However, Dustin actually bought a long sleeve shirt while he was there because he got cold. So different people, just plan, take maybe 1 little pullover with you or a hoodie. But t-shirts, you know, it is Texas. I expected it to be a lot hotter, but it was actually kind of nice. Now, another thing that I did talk about, guys, previously was the VIP pass that they give you. Well, they don't give you. It is $47, $47.99 maybe. And that's for every day of the show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, Thursday, here's the show format, and it was kind of strange on the website. It didn't really lay anything out for you, but the show format was Thursday was dealer's night, and the show was only open from 6 to 9. So it opened at 6 p.m. So if you're checking into your hotel at like 3 p.m. like I was, the show didn't actually even open till 6. So, you know, and you got to have the VIP pass to get in on Thursday night. I don't believe it's open to just regular admission until Friday. Again, so then Friday is their trade night. The show opens at 2 in the afternoon. However, you can get in early with this pass here. You can get in. I believe we went to lunch and we rolled into the show around noon, even though the hours on the sign said the show didn't open till 2. So we were in a little bit early. With the VIP pass, you can get in early if that's your thing. It's easier to make deals that way because it gets kind of crowded. It's another thing to expect. Expect crowds. Sometimes you might miss a table because there's too many people standing in front of it. You know, and it's hard to, you know, if you're carrying your cards around to deal and things like that. Now, also Friday after the show is trade night. Tons of people hang out in the lobby of the hotel, which they do. And this is the hotel where the show is at. And they'll hang out 2, 3, 4 in the morning just trading. It's just a big trade fest. People kind of do that every night because there really is no curfew in the hotel. So even though you're not staying at that hotel, if you know, once the show closes, if you want to stay in the lobby and do deals, that's one thing that does go on. Now, Saturday, the show opened early in the morning at 9. I'm not 100% how late it stayed open. It either stayed open until 8 or 9 p.m., I believe. I don't think it closed as early as 6. I can't remember. I never stayed until close of the show. I always went first thing in the morning and stayed for a majority of the day. And then always kind of ended up, you know, at dinner or somewhere watching a game or something, you know, after I left the show. All right, guys, so stopped to get some food. I don't know if you can hear me. There's a lot of background noise, but this is Dustin's chair right here. That's his empty plate of Mexican food. So you can only imagine where he's going. He's probably going to, you know, this is where it starts. I don't know how long he'll be. Now, Saturday night, there was also a soccer trade night. Now, that was put on by a lot of the soccer collectors in the soccer community. That was not an official thing set up by the Dallas show. However, I was invited by a friend, a community friend. I was invited by Brandon Chung. I ran into him, and he invited me to the soccer card night. It's up here looking at some soccer stuff. Yes, my boy Brandon Chung, what's up? Back at it again.
What's going on? Back at it again.
Back at it again.
Yes, sir.
Back at soccer stuff. It's got some stuff for sale down here. If you're going to check it out. Might pull some deals with Brandon here. However, I didn't get the hotel that it was being held at or the time, and I was supposed to get it Instagrammed to me, and I Instagrammed Brandon and never got a response. So I didn't get to meet all the guys from the soccer community that I wanted to meet. Maybe he just forgot. Maybe he didn't like me. Maybe were just intimidated by the soccer fire that I was carrying around. Who knows? Mr. Chung, I don't know what happened, but I missed my invite, or at least the location of the soccer show. I'm just messing with you, man. I did miss it, though. I wish I would have been there, but I didn't know where it was, so that would have been cool. And then, guys, Sunday morning was the same format pretty much as Saturday. However, surprisingly, some vendors had already pulled up and left after Saturday night. There was less showcases out. Now, still lots and lots of stuff, but less showcases out. People kind of winding down. Not much cash being thrown around. Actually, people trying to recoup some cash. Things like that. I'm going to talk about that in a different video. You know, how the deals went down, different trends, and the stuff that I picked up and all that. I'm going to summarize all that stuff in a different video. This is just part 1 on things to expect at the show, going into the show, and not the takeaways from the show. So that's basically what my next video will be. Will be like takeaways. And I believe I covered everything. You know, you're going to have to take your stuff for your food, you know, whatever you want to eat, but there are options near that hotel I stayed at that I give you. You know, your flight, you know, Uber, don't forget about your Uber costs unless you rent a car. You can add up all the costs of the Ubers and then look at the price of a rental car and figure out what's best for you, especially if you're going in a group. Maybe you split the cost of a rental car. I only stayed for a little while on Sunday morning because I had to get my flight back fairly early. Again, met a lot of friends, saw a bunch of content creators out there, some of the bigger content creators, and you know, just had a blast. And you know, can't wait to go back. Actually, I almost extended my stay because I wanted to be there earlier, and I'm rambling on because I feel like I'm forgetting something and I don't want to have to come back and do this all over again. But yeah, one thing that I am forgetting, guys, make sure you take your cards with you. You want to take some cards. You want to make sure you're prepared with some cash. Cash is king, but the urban myth that vendors and stuff only want cash is exactly that. It's an urban myth. They will accept Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, things like that. In fact, I made sales to vendors where they paid me with PayPal. So again, they pay out with PayPal as well. So they can't expect you to always just have cash on hand to give them, especially for some of these items that you see at this Dallas card show. I went in with $2,000 in cash. I came home with $3,700 in cash, so I made money and got some nice cards, which I will show you in my next video, my next wrap up. If this video was helpful or informative, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe. Let me know in the comments below the next card show you plan on attending. I believe I'm going to Philly on June 13th, which is the last day of that show. Maybe I'll run into you guys there. I ran into a lot of subscribers and viewers in Dallas, which was baffling. It was amazing how you guys came up to me and wanted to shake my hand and talk to me and stuff like that, because I'm still just a regular guy like the rest of you, man. I'm not consider myself to be like a big YouTube personality or anything. So it's awesome to get to like touch base and talk with you guys. I try to give you guys as much time as I can. I might be live streaming tonight. We'll see. I'm kind of cooked a little bit on the card talk and stuff. That's why this video is a little bit more of just planning a trip and being informative. And my next one will be about the trends, the cards, the money, and everything that I really saw at the show. So guys, thanks for tuning into this one. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you found it a little bit different. If you're looking for a vlog with people making big deals and stuff, there's plenty of that stuff out there. Go check out some of them because I've watched them myself and they were entertaining. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, good luck in your investing, and I will see you later.